What are the biggest pluses of Da Nang?
Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed in the street food.
Do you think it's safe and clean over here?
In 2020, I was here for 5 months.
The big problem for me, it's the money.
What is it like to be in Da Nang 2024 in Vietnam? We're gonna find out because we're gonna approach some random people, a good mixture of people, to ask them what the positive things are, if they have some positive experiences here in Da Nang, but also the negatives, so we know what we have to be careful of on our next trip to Vietnam.
This is my 4th trip. I've been here now for a week. In 2020, I was here for 5 months. Loved it. It was COVID time.
Oh, wow. Did you get stuck here kind of thing? Or
Not stuck, but they had shut the borders so that folks couldn't fly in, but if you were here, you could stay.
Yeah.
So it was fantastic. I met all kinds of friends.
Yeah.
We had a ball. I loved it. I stayed as long as I could.
And then you went back and back to the States maybe? Or?
I did. Yep, I needed to for personal reasons.
Yeah, okay.
And then I've been coming here whenever I can. I love it.
Why specifically Da Nang?
Da Nang, the beach, activities, the expats that are here. If you want to do breath work, yoga, nights out, live music, the city, Lady Buddha, the sights, everybody's kind, it feels safe. I love it. The weather's great.
Very positive, and I really like it here. I also see these things. Also safety is a big reason for me why I like it here so much.
Yeah,
I'm sitting at the lab with my laptop, quite expensive, outside in a cafe and not worrying that someone is running by. And
Yeah.
But are there any downsides of Da Nang that you...
Not that I've found so far. I think the people are kind, there's healthy food, things are accessible, lots of restaurants, any range. I love it.
Yeah. I talked to an Aussie lady just off camera actually, and she was having trouble with people understanding her. Maybe it's her accent, I'm not too sure, but do you find people speaking good English here?
I not only find them speaking good English, I find that they're very eager to try to help, and that they will look at Google Translate and they'll use Google Translate themselves, and if they don't read, they'll hit the sound and they'll listen. I'm really pleasantly impressed with how much they try to bridge the gap of the language. A message to the world, I would say get out and travel and you realize how lovely and safe and different countries are, and that they probably are different than what you've been led to believe.
How do you like it so far? What are your first impressions of Da Nang?
So we came from Hoi An. It's completely different.
Yeah. It's quite busy compared to, let's say, that's more like a city here, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. But do you like it though?
I have to find out where I can go, where I can stay, to explore it.
Okay.
Because right now we don't find the place for us.
How long are you going to stay here now?
4 or 5 nights.
5 nights in Da Nang?
Yes.
Oh, so you will get a good impression of it. I'm sure you'll like it, and the weather will be a lot better than today, hopefully.
It's okay. It's not so hot.
Hey, what do you like about Vietnam? Is it nice to travel in Vietnam?
It's interesting. It's the first time we came from the north. It was quite cold there.
Oh, yeah.
And we're happy that it's now warm.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. So, and how long are you going to stay in Vietnam in total?
3 weeks. The last station is Ho Chi Minh City, and then we go back to Germany.
Why did you pick Vietnam?
We have traveled to Thailand, we have traveled to Laos, and now we want to see the difference between these countries. Yeah.
And how do you like this compared to Laos and Thailand?
My favorite is Thailand. We were several times there.
Fair enough. Yeah. But for a change, it's nice, isn't it? Or
yeah, it is but it's also very nice here, and the people are also very friendly, and yeah, it's nice.
I also can recommend Vietnam. It's interesting. It's good food. It's cheap also here, and yeah, nice people.
This is the first time I've been here. I've been here about 3 weeks.
oh right, in Da Nang.
Yes.
How come you spent 3 weeks in Da Nang?
Well, I'm traveling for about 6 months. I've been in Thailand, Laos. I'm going to Japan in a couple days.
No way.
From there to Turkey. From there, I'm not sure yet. From there, probably Portugal.
That's so cool. Oh, then you leave Asia behind for a little while.
Yeah.
So what's the best thing that happened to you in Southeast Asia so far?
Just the environment. People are friendly. It's highly affordable. It's fairly easy to get around. They could do with a little better public transportation, but and you take your life in your hands crossing the street in places like Hanoi or Bangkok.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But the food, the culture, the museums, there's some very good museums in Hanoi, so you know, I get out and mix it all up.
May I ask, 3 weeks in Da Nang, that's quite a long time compared to, you know, other people just passing here for a few days, and I think within a week you can see a lot already.
Well, it's a beach town. It reminds me a bit of when I lived in Huntington Beach, California in high school. So it's an easy environment, but also, you know, if you're out on the road for 6 months, you start getting a little tired of being a tourist. In fact, I tend to consider myself more a traveler than a tourist.
I got you.
I'll kind of hold my nose and endure the density of the tourist attractions to take them in. They're worth seeing. Hoi An is a marvelous place,
I know, right?
despite the crowds.
Yeah.
But rather than trip around, originally I was going to go from Hanoi, take the train, kind of a slow boat down here, go up to Hue for a while, go to Hoi An for a while. Started getting a little tired. I thought I'm just going to get an apartment for, you know, 3 weeks. I probably would have stayed a month. U.S., we've got a 30-day visa unless you want to go through some hoops. And it's like, I want to be in Japan for the cherry blossoms. And I'm going to be in Osaka and Kanazawa for about close to 6 weeks.
How come you decided to start traveling for such a long time?
I finally retired a couple years ago.
Congratulations.
And for 5 months last winter around this time, my wife and I were in primarily Portugal, but also Spain, Italy, Albania, and Morocco, and really enjoyed it. Rented out the house, rented it out fully furnished.
Wow.
So it's like we're not maintaining, you know, multiple households, so it makes everything quite affordable when all your expenses back home are basically taken care of. You know, after slaving away for 30 years in Las Vegas, of all places.
What were you doing there, if I may ask?
Different things. I was at the university for about 13 years.
Oh, okay.
And then following that, I went into business and I appraised residential, primarily real estate. Valued it for lenders and private parties.
3 weeks being here, you've got quite a good idea what Da Nang is like. And we are looking for the positives, but also maybe the negatives, or I don't want to say negative, but also things that we should know beforehand. Can you teach us something about Da Nang?
Well, it depends on the climate and whatnot you're used to, humidity and all that. The weather can be up and down. It gets oppressively hot even when it's in the mid-80s, to me. You know, the other thing is the traffic and the way people drive. If you're a walker like I am, and I do get around, I walk probably on average 6.5 miles a day. So I go down the alleys, I go into the neighborhoods. I find it fascinating how you can get on a street and it's all furniture. And the next street over are mechanics and whatnot working on the motor scooters and technology areas. All that stuff is a lot of fun. It gets a little bit oppressive crossing the streets and whatnot. Again, when you do a lot of walking, you really have to have your head on a swivel. Although, you know, I haven't seen any major can-ups or anything, so there is a rhythm and a genius. There's not necessarily any rules. It seems to work. You know, and you just have to accept that people can come from all directions. Crosswalks are just a suggestion, along with traffic lights. And probably the golden rule is whoever's bigger makes the rules.
Nice one.
I'm a little bit disappointed in the street food because of the hygiene factor. And I found in Thailand, especially in recent years, I hadn't been there for about 20 years, is they have a lot of ice production plants and whatnot. And if you really scope out the street food, you can see, these guys have bottles of water being delivered. They have a lot of ice. Their stuff that's supposed to be cold is kept cold. The stuff that's supposed to be hot is kept hot. Around here, a lot of these banh mi's kind of put me off because you can see that their ingredients, you know, a lot of pork products and whatnot, are sitting out for, potentially long time. So I keep seeing this danger. Same thing in the markets. You know, I'll do a lot of my own cooking and you'll see that, you know, delicious looking seafood. But it's sitting in, you know, tubs of water and whatnot, you know, at tropical temperatures. So it's like, steer clear. I think I'll hit the seafood heavy when I get to Japan. Everybody that's traveled's gotten pretty doggone sick, and you know, it's an event not to be repeated if at all possible.
It was a pleasure to talk to you, sir. Can I ask you for one more favor? Do you have a message to the world or some wisdom to pass on?
I would say, by all means, visit Vietnam, visit Southeast Asia, but Vietnam in particular is my first visit. You'll be delighted with the people, with the atmosphere, and all around. It's definitely worth seeing.
This is my first city, and I'm here for 3 weeks, and I love it. Yes.
Yeah. Why did you move here? May I ask, or why did you come here?
I visit here as like digital nomad. I work online and travel the world.
So, oh, that's fantastic. So, why did you pick Da Nang out of all places in Vietnam?
I just saw some reviews and I like the city. I saw that lots of Russians prefer Nha Trang.
Oh yeah,
because it's like hotter there.
What is so good about Da Nang?
I love food here, and I also like the seaside.
Do you think it's safe and clean over here?
I think that it feels safe, and about clean, I guess that maybe there are some streets where it's not very clean, but I think in general it's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think it's changing also over time. I think it's getting cleaner and cleaner each year.
I can't say because it's my first time here.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But I really like it here.
I was in Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh and like that.
Yeah,
so,
right. So you're traveling in Vietnam or?
Sometimes, but I'm based in Thailand.
Now you're just checking out Vietnam. It's just a change of scenery.
Just a little bit holiday and relaxing. Yeah, it's even cheaper Vietnam than Thailand. So
do you reckon it's nicer over here than compared to Thailand?
A little bit the same. It depends what you are looking for.
What is your first impression of Da Nang?
Nice. A lot of hotels, restaurants, beach. It's nice. It's And
compared to the rest of the Vietnam that you have seen.
It's different. If you go to Halong Bay or you go to Ho Chi Minh, or it's different.
Yeah.
So I still need to discover all these beaches and all these places.
Yeah.
But I saw that there is a lot to visit in Da Nang and around Da Nang.
Yeah.
So the next days I'm gonna rent a motorbike, discover all the places around Da Nang.
Is there something that you maybe did not like so far?
The big problem for me is the money. 27,000 dong, it's €1. So I have millions in my pocket. So that means that's for me a little bit the most difficult thing here.
I'm also based in Thailand actually. What's your favorite place in Thailand?
In Thailand, the south. I am a dive instructor also, so I like to go to the south because diving it's amazing there.
Have you been diving here in Vietnam?
Not yet.
Not yet?
No.
Are you doing?
But it's not really interested here. The corals are not so nice.
So you just choose to see different things maybe on land this time?
Yep, hotels are cheap, it's food is cheap, transport is cheap.
And the people are nice?
And the people are nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Not so nice as in Thailand. In Thailand they are smiling always. You know it because you live also in Thailand. But here, but it's the first day that I am here. Maybe when I go more in the cities and like this and in the small villages, maybe they are very nice.
To be really honest with you, I think the smile is sometimes not there, but the friendliness is still underneath the grumpy face, maybe even.
Yeah.
That's really,
maybe
The Thai people do smile a lot, but yeah.
It's different than Thailand, and it's different than the Philippines, for example.
Do you have a message to the world or some wisdom to pass on?
Just come and visit Asia, not only Vietnam, but Vietnam, it's also one of the countries that you need to do. But all the countries around with Cambodia, it's also very nice. Thailand, Philippines, so many nice countries. I was last time also in Laos. It's very, very nice country. Europe food, it's very nice, but I like the Asian food the most.
I'm here since January this year. I've been here 5 years ago the first time. I was traveling around all Vietnam and I kind of like it here, so I came back.
So why do you stay so long in Da Nang then, in particular?
I'm here for a project, like I'm filmmaker, and we create like a course like how to edit and how to start your career. So
no way!
Yeah, that's actually what we're doing here. Yeah.
Do you have also a YouTube channel then, or how does that work?
I do it on Instagram. My name is Davey Visuals there, like Dave, but Dave EE.visuals.
Yeah. Oh,
that's
nice. So you're basically welcoming people from all over the world who are interesting to edit.
Yeah, exactly.
Which program do you use?
I use After Effects a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. But I just started like recently doing all this visual stuff, so I'm still growing up my personal brand or something like that.
Gotcha. Oh, nice one. And why Da Nang?
I love it, man.
No, yeah, me too. But what's, I mean, for someone that hasn't been here, or for someone who is interested, why should people come over here?
Good question. Like, I was living in Thailand before for quite a long time.
Yeah.
And I think like the weather in Vietnam is not super hot, so I really like the cold breeze in the evening, and like Da Nang has everything you want. Like, you have the city, you have the beach, 10 minutes drive, you're in the mountains or in the forest, wherever.
What are the biggest pluses of Da Nang?
Like, probably cost of living, and like the people are so friendly and warm here. And food, it depends if you're into Vietnamese food, but I really like it, so.
Okay.
And you can get all this Western stuff here as well, so it's.
Yeah. And a good quality also.
Yeah,
right?
exactly, exactly, yeah.
Nice one, man.
Yeah.
Hey, do you have a message to the world or some wisdom to pass on?
Believe in your dreams, do everything with passion, and just do whatever makes you happy.
Do whatever makes you happy, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks, brother.
No worries.
What is it like to be in Da Nang, Vietnam in 2024? I hope you enjoyed this episode. I think we learned a little bit. Please be part of the conversation in the comment section. If you did enjoy this video, please give us a thumbs up. The lights are on now. The evening has started here in Da Nang. This channel is based in Thailand. We're showing you the beauty of Southeast Asia, and now we are in Da Nang for a small Da Nang series. Thank you all for watching till the very end. I'd like to say from Da Nang in the center of Vietnam, bye for now and stay champ.